Action.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Keyra, and today I'm going to make a couscous and quinoa salad that I would make at home for myself and my husband so our asses don't get big. So first of all, I'm going to go over here into my cabinet and get out the couscous and the quinoa. And also for this recipe, we're going to need veggie broth because water is pretty flavorless, pretty gross. And then we're going to have some harissa sauce. Now, harissa sauce is a spicy little sauce that comes from North Africa, but it makes things taste amazing. And don't worry, it's not too spicy because I can feed it to my husband, and he's a punk-ass bitch when it comes to spice. Take my veggie broth. You can do this in the microwave. And then I'll just put this whole thing in here. And then I'm going to take my harissa sauce, and then I'll put like a spoonful of that harissa sauce, or 2 spoonfuls, inside of the veggie broth. And I'll bring it over here to the microwave. It's about 3 minutes for the amount of broth that I put in. And I like with couscous, it's really easy to measure it out and put the liquid on it because it will just soak up the liquid. So just put, I'd say about 1 cup inside of a bowl, and then just top the couscous with liquid and cover it. And just leave that to simmer. So here I have about half a cup of quinoa. Quinoa is a grain from North Africa. It has a lot of protein in it. And I'm a vegetarian, so I need protein so I don't go bald. So I'm going to go ahead and put this rinsed quinoa, about half a cup, inside of this pot. Kind of has a rice, kind of couscous-like texture. Just adds a little variation of the textures in the salad that I'm making. And then I'm going to take about, there's a half a cup of quinoa there, so here I have about a cup of liquid, which is veggie broth and the harissa paste that I used for the couscous earlier. I'm going to just go ahead and use the remainder of that on the quinoa. So go ahead and put it on high. And then when it starts to boil, just turn it down until all the liquid's soaked out. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Very, very simple. While this other stuff's cooking, I've had the oven being preheated, and I have it at about 204 degrees Celsius, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to roast these vegetables. Always go with the one that's the hardest because, of course, it's going to take longer. So in this case, the zucchini and the red peppers are the hardest. The tender stem broccoli cooks pretty quickly, and it'll turn kind of ashy if you leave it in too long. So we'll do that last. You know, I like to add a lot of vegetables to this salad so that there's not as much green, and you get your 5 a day really almost in just this one meal. But also, vegetables virtually don't have any calories, so it won't make your ass grow. And the couscous that I use is whole wheat, and the quinoa is so full of protein that you should be pretty full when you eat this. And then you can make a little music with your ass maybe later because it might leave you a little gassy, but it's worth it. Alright, so the quinoa is beginning to boil. So I'm just going to turn the heat down a little bit and keep my eye on it. What I have right now is my trusty old cast iron skillet. So just wipe that out. And just take a low-fat spray and put it on there. You could use olive oil that's just in the bottle, of course. I have a heavy hand and I don't want my ass to grow again, so I just go ahead and use this spray. That kind of helps me with portion control. So we go ahead and toss it in the oven. Alright, I have my quinoa, and now I have the couscous ready to go. As you can see, it let me take the plastic off here. All the liquid has been kind of soaked up. The harissa and the vegetable broth mixture. So I'm just going to dump that in with the quinoa. I have 2 cast iron skillets. That makes things really easy. So I'm just going to put the broccoli in like that. These are so good. Like other broccolis good to me too, but these are delicious because they're not so hard. And again, they're only going to take, I'd say, about 5 minutes. So just keep checking them to make sure. It's like the color of the Grinch on How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Delicious. Now this is hot as hell right now. This cast iron skillet will burn you, so be careful. I got a little burn on my tummy when I had on a bad little half top one time. So while that's still cooking, I'm gonna go into my fridge. I decided to mix an herb in with it. And today I'm just gonna use some coriander. It's really nice to do after someone's pissed me off at work. Okay, my vegetables should be done now. I'm going to check on them. They're all roasted up. All roasted. Okay, so now got my broccoli, and then I'm just going to chop it coarsely. It's really tender, and just throw that in there. I'm going to take a couple spoonfuls of this vegetables. And then take this coriander, sprinkle it. Look at my spinach around here. Get it all in. Actually, I'm going to put some pepper in there. That's it. It's done. Hope you guys enjoyed this segment. Hope you have a tasty dinner tonight. See you next time.